Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to remind each and every one of you of a truth that is too often forgotten in the chaos of life. You are stronger than your struggles. Yes, you heard me right. The challenges, the setbacks, the doubts that weigh you down, they do not define you. What defines you is your ability to rise, to fight, and to prove that nothing can hold you back if you refuse to be defeated. I want to begin by telling you something very simple, yet profoundly powerful. Inside every single one of us, there exists a strength that is far greater than any struggle we may face. Often, we underestimate ourselves, thinking we are weak or incapable when life challenges us. We look at our problems and see walls too high to climb, mountains too steep to scale, and storms too fierce to survive. But the truth is, every one of us carries an inner power that is much stronger than we realize. This power does not come from wealth, education, or luck. It comes from within. It is the silent voice that whispers, "You can do this," even when the world shouts otherwise. It is the unseen force that keeps you going when your body wants to quit, when your mind is filled with doubt, and when your heart is heavy with fear. Every struggle you encounter is an opportunity for this strength to emerge, for it to show you for the first time or the 100th time that you are more capable than you ever imagined. Life has a way of testing us, of putting us through circumstances that feel unbearable. It is in these moments that our inner strength is called into action. You might face failures at work, conflicts in relationships, financial difficulties, or personal challenges that shake your confidence. And it is easy, so very easy, to believe that these hardships are bigger than you, that they are the defining measure of who you are. But that is a lie. What defines you is not the problem itself, but how you respond to it. When you tap into your inner strength, you realize that no challenge is truly insurmountable. That mountain you thought was too high can be climbed, that storm you feared can be weathered, and that darkness you feel can be illuminated by the light you carry inside. Your strength is not always loud or visible. Often it is quiet, persistent, and patient. It may manifest as a steady determination to keep moving forward, a refusal to give up, or the courage to try again after a failure. The fact that you are here, alive, breathing, and facing life's struggles at this very moment is proof that your inner strength is already at work. Inner strength is not about never feeling fear or pain. It is not about being perfect or avoiding mistakes. It is about acknowledging your struggles and choosing to move forward despite them. Every time you rise after a fall, every time you make a decision to keep going even when it hurts, you are proving that your strength is greater than your circumstances. This strength is what allows people to endure the most unimaginable hardships, to survive tragedies that would break many, and to keep believing in themselves when no one else does. It is the fuel that drives ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And the most incredible part is that this strength exists in you right now. You do not need to find it somewhere else. You do not need permission to be strong. It has been within you all along, waiting for the moment you realize that you are capable of more than you think. Many people live their lives without ever discovering the depths of their own strength. They let fear, doubt, or past failures convince them that they are weak. They wait for circumstances to change, for life to become easier, or for someone else to rescue them. But true strength is awakened when you stop waiting and start believing in yourself. It is awakened when you recognize that no matter how difficult life becomes, you have the ability to rise above it. Inner strength is about trusting yourself, even when the path is unclear. It is about making choices that honor your potential and refusing to settle for less than what you are capable of achieving. When you embrace this strength, struggles no longer seem like enemies, they become teachers. Every obstacle becomes a chance to grow. Every setback becomes a lesson, and every challenge becomes proof that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. This strength is not just for surviving, it is for thriving. It allows you to take control of your life, to make decisions with confidence, and to move toward your goals with determination. It gives you the courage to face criticism, rejection, or disappointment without letting it define you. It inspires you to keep learning, keep improving, and keep believing in your ability to overcome. And the more you exercise this strength, the more resilient and unshakable it becomes. Like a muscle, it grows stronger each time you use it, each time you confront adversity and choose action over fear. The struggles you face are not punishments, they are opportunities to reveal how powerful you truly are. Think for a moment about the challenges you have already overcome in your life. Perhaps you faced a time when it seemed impossible to move forward, a moment when everything was against you, yet somehow you found the courage to take the next step. That was your inner strength showing itself. That same strength exists in you today, ready to help you conquer whatever challenges lie ahead. No matter how heavy life feels, no matter how hopeless a situation may seem, remember that you have a force within you that is greater than any struggle. And when you believe in this strength, when you act on it, you can achieve things you never thought possible. Ladies and gentlemen, your inner strength is your greatest ally. It is constant, unyielding, and limitless. It is what allows you to face your struggles with courage, to rise after every fall, and to keep moving forward no matter what. You may not always feel strong, and that is okay. Strength is not the absence of difficulty, it is the decision to persevere despite it. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to discover the immense power that lies within you. Your inner strength has been with you all along, waiting for the moment when you realize that you are far stronger than anything life can throw at you. You only need to reach for it, trust it, and let it guide you forward. Life is full of challenges. Every single day we are faced with situations that test our patience, our courage, and our resolve. At times it may feel like the world is against us, that the obstacles are too great, and that the difficulties we face are impossible to overcome. But the truth is, the way we perceive our challenges determines not just our experience, but also our outcome. Mindset matters more than anything else. The struggles you face are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you, to teach you, and to reveal the strength, resilience, and brilliance that lies within you. When you embrace a mindset of growth, challenges become opportunities. When you let negativity dominate your thoughts, those same challenges can become reasons to quit, to give up, or to feel defeated. The choice is always yours, and the power of your mindset can make all the difference between a life of regret and a life of achievement. Our minds are powerful tools. They can either be prisons that hold us back, or wings that allow us to soar. Many people fall into the trap of believing that life should be easy, that success should come without effort, or that failure is the end of the road. But life rarely works that way. It is not the absence of challenges that defines a person, it is how they respond to them. A strong, positive mindset turns obstacles into stepping stones. It transforms setbacks into lessons and problems into opportunities for growth. When you begin to see challenges through this lens, you start to realize that nothing in life happens to you, it happens for you. Every difficulty carries within it a gift, a lesson, or an insight that can propel you forward if you are willing to embrace it. Consider for a moment the times in your life when things did not go as planned. Perhaps you failed at something you worked hard for, or maybe you faced rejection, disappointment, or unexpected obstacles. It is natural to feel frustrated, angry, or even hopeless in those moments. But the key difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not luck or talent. It is mindset. Those who succeed see failure as temporary and challenges as invitations to grow. They do not focus on what went wrong, they focus on what can be learned and what can be done next. Every setback becomes a lesson, every obstacle becomes a teacher, and every difficulty becomes a chance to strengthen not just skills or knowledge, but character. A growth mindset is about believing that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed, that you can learn, improve, and evolve with effort and persistence. It is about recognizing that success is not a straight path, but a journey filled with twists, turns, and obstacles. When you adopt this mindset, you begin to see problems not as threats, but as opportunities to explore new solutions, develop new skills, and discover new aspects of yourself. Challenges are no longer burdens, they become stepping stones to the best version of yourself. Every time you approach a challenge with curiosity, courage, and determination, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The power of mindset also affects the way you handle fear and uncertainty. Life will always throw situations at you that are uncomfortable, unfamiliar, or intimidating. Fear is natural, but it does not have to control you. A strong mindset allows you to act in spite of fear. It teaches you to focus on possibilities rather than limitations, to look for solutions rather than dwelling on problems, and to see growth in every experience. When you face challenges with the right mindset, you start to recognize that failure is not final, rejection is not permanent, and obstacles are not walls. They are opportunities to climb higher than you thought possible. The people who have achieved greatness in any field, whether in business, sports, science, or art, are not those who avoided difficulties or lived without setbacks. They are the ones who faced challenges with a mindset that allowed them to see opportunity where others saw defeat. They understood that the circumstances around them did not determine their destiny, their mindset did. They chose to learn, to adapt, and to grow from every experience. And that is a lesson we can all apply in our own lives. Your mindset shapes your reality more than anything else. What you choose to focus on, believe in, and act upon determines the outcomes you will experience. It is also important to understand that mindset is not just about thinking positively. It is about thinking strategically, about seeing the bigger picture, and about maintaining resilience in the face of adversity. It is about asking, what can I do today that will bring me closer to my goal, rather than complaining about circumstances or waiting for life to become easier. Challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to them is a choice. With the right mindset, you can turn even the toughest situations into opportunities for learning, growth, and progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember that your mind is your most powerful tool in overcoming struggles. When life challenges you, when obstacles appear larger than your strength, remind yourself that challenges are not the end of the road. They are the beginning of transformation. Your mindset has the power to turn fear into courage, failure into wisdom, and setbacks into stepping stones toward your goals. When you choose to see struggles as opportunities rather than barriers, you empower yourself to rise above them, to grow stronger, and to prove that nothing can stop you if your mind is determined to succeed. Every challenge is a chance to show yourself what you are capable of. Every problem is a test of your resilience, and every difficulty is an invitation to become stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. Fear is something every human being experiences. It is natural, it is instinctive, and it is unavoidable. From the moment we are born, fear appears in different forms: fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of loss, and even fear of success. These fears can feel overwhelming at times, and they can paralyze us, holding us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and living the life we were meant to live. But here is the truth. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is a signal, a message that something important is at stake, something that requires courage and attention. The real question is not whether we will feel fear, but whether we will allow fear to control us, or whether we will act despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing action in spite of fear. Every moment in which you decide to move forward, to take the next step, or to face the challenge despite the fear, you are proving your strength, your resilience, and your power to rise above. When we let fear dominate our decisions, it limits our potential. It convinces us to stay in our comfort zones, to avoid risks, and to settle for a life that is smaller than what we are capable of achieving. Fear often whispers lies. You can't do it. You are not ready. You will fail. And if we listen to those whispers, we begin to believe them. We begin to shrink from opportunities, to avoid challenges, and to let our dreams remain just that, dreams. But the moment you recognize fear for what it is, a feeling, not a fact, you gain power over it. You realize that fear is temporary, but regret can last a lifetime. When you face fear head-on, you discover that the world is not as frightening as it seemed, and your own strength is far greater than you imagined. Courage grows when we act despite fear. Each time you take a step forward, no matter how small, you weaken fear's hold over your life. The first step is always the hardest. It is the moment when your heart races, your mind doubts, and your body wants to retreat. But that moment is also the turning point, the moment when you begin to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fear. Every courageous act, no matter how small, reinforces your confidence and expands your ability to handle challenges. Fear may never fully disappear, but its power over you diminishes with every action you take. When you learn to act in the presence of fear, you become unstoppable. Because nothing in life can stop a person who refuses to be controlled by their fears. Think of the countless stories of people who achieved greatness. Almost every one of them faced fear. They feared failure, judgment, and the unknown. Yet they chose to act anyway. The fear was real, but their determination to move forward was stronger. They understood that waiting for fear to disappear before taking action is waiting for something that may never happen. Life is unpredictable, and opportunities do not wait for courage to arrive. You must take action now, even if you are afraid, because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. Fear is also a teacher. It shows us what matters most, what challenges are worth facing, and where our potential lies. When fear appears, it signals that we are stepping outside our comfort zones, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Growth does not happen in comfort. Growth happens when we confront the unknown, take risks, and stretch ourselves beyond what is familiar. Every time you act despite fear, you expand your horizons, learn more about yourself, and unlock new opportunities. Fear is not something to avoid, it is something to face and to overcome, because on the other side of fear lies freedom, confidence, and a life lived to its fullest. Overcoming fear requires both mindset and action. You can mentally prepare yourself, visualize success, and remind yourself of your past achievements. But the most powerful way to defeat fear is by doing what you fear. Action creates momentum, and momentum diminishes fear. Every step forward, every decision made, every challenge faced in spite of fear builds courage. And the more you practice this, the stronger you become. Fear loses its power because you prove, over and over again, that you are capable, resilient, and courageous. Courage is not something you are born with, it is something you develop through repeated action in the presence of fear. The more you confront fear, the more fearless you become, not because fear disappears, but because your ability to act grows beyond it. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that life will never be without fear. The challenges you face, the risks you take, and the dreams you pursue will always come with uncertainty. But your response to fear defines your destiny. When you allow fear to hold you back, you limit your potential. When you choose to act despite fear, you unlock doors that were once closed, create opportunities that were once invisible, and reveal the strength that has been inside you all along. Courage is not about living without fear, it is about refusing to let fear dictate your life. It is about stepping forward, even when your heart races and your mind questions. It is about trusting that you are capable of more than your fear wants you to believe. Every time you confront fear, you are proving something powerful to yourself. You are proving that you are braver than your doubts, stronger than your anxiety, and more capable than your mind can imagine. You are showing yourself that your dreams are worth the discomfort, that your goals are worth the risk, and that your life is worth living fully. Fear is temporary, but the growth, confidence, and resilience you gain from facing it last forever. So today, decide to act despite fear. Step forward with courage. Take that risk, speak that truth, pursue that dream, and face that challenge. Every moment you choose courage over fear, you are proving to the world, and more importantly to yourself, that nothing can hold you back unless you allow it. Life does not reward those who give up easily, nor does it favor those who wait for perfect conditions before taking action. The world belongs to those who keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow, even when obstacles seem insurmountable, and even when results are not immediately visible. Persistence and consistency are the forces that turn dreams into reality, goals into achievements, and struggles into triumphs. Many people underestimate the power of simply showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit. Yet, history is filled with examples of ordinary people achieving extraordinary results not because of talent or luck alone, but because of their relentless persistence and unwavering consistency. Every small step taken consistently compounds over time, building momentum, confidence, and eventual success. It is the power of persistence that separates those who succeed from those who only dream. Persistence is more than stubbornness. It is a conscious decision to continue despite setbacks, failures, and discouragement. Life is full of moments that test our commitment, moments when it seems easier to give up than to continue. You may fail repeatedly, face criticism, or feel that the world is against you. These moments are not signs that you should stop. They are signs that you are on the right path, that your journey is pushing you to grow, and that your strength is being forged in the fires of challenge. When you persist, you are not just moving forward in the physical sense, you are strengthening your mind, building your character, and proving to yourself that you will not be defeated. Persistence is a declaration that your dreams are worth the effort, that your goals are worth the struggle, and that you will not allow temporary setbacks to define your future. Consistency works hand in hand with persistence. It is not enough to act in bursts or only when motivation strikes. True success is built on daily, consistent effort, even when you do not feel like it, even when the results are not immediate, and even when no one is watching. Every small action, repeated day after day, creates a ripple effect that leads to monumental results. Think of a river carving through rock. It does not succeed because of brute force or sudden surges of energy. It succeeds because of constant, patient, and persistent flow. The water may seem gentle, but over time it creates a canyon where once there was only stone. This is the power of consistency, the quiet, disciplined action that compounds into extraordinary outcomes. Many people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they give up too soon. They expect immediate results and abandon their efforts when success does not appear quickly. They forget that meaningful progress is rarely instant, and that greatness is built through repeated effort. Every champion, every innovator, and every achiever has one thing in common: they refuse to quit. They understood that setbacks are temporary, that failure is not final, and that persistence combined with consistency inevitably leads to victory. Each day they showed up. Each day they pushed forward, no matter how small the step, brought them closer to their goals. Success is not always dramatic or flashy. It is often the result of countless, small, consistent actions performed with dedication and determination. Persistence and consistency also teach patience. In a world that values instant gratification, it is easy to become frustrated when results do not come immediately. Yet, the most valuable achievements in life, whether in career, relationships, health, or personal growth, require time, effort, and dedication. The seeds you plant today may not bear fruit tomorrow, but with consistent care, attention, and persistence, they will eventually grow into something extraordinary. This is a lesson in faith, in discipline, and in trusting the process. Every time you persist through difficulty, every time you continue to take action even when progress feels slow, you are reinforcing a mindset of resilience and determination that will carry you through every challenge life presents. Another important aspect of persistence and consistency is that they build confidence. Each small step forward proves to yourself that you are capable, that you can overcome obstacles, and that you are committed to your goals. Momentum is created when you show up regularly, do the work, and refuse to be defeated. This momentum fuels motivation, strengthens belief in your abilities, and creates an unstoppable force that propels you forward. Consistency also builds trust in yourself and your capacity to follow through. When you consistently act on your goals, you begin to see that no struggle is too great to overcome, no challenge too big to face, and no dream too distant to achieve. Persistence is not about avoiding mistakes or failure. It is about continuing in spite of them. Every failure, every setback, and every obstacle encountered is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. The people who achieve greatness do not succeed because they never fail. They succeed because they persist in spite of failure, consistently taking steps forward no matter what challenges arise. Every effort made consistently, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision. Every challenge overcome strengthens your resolve, teaches you a lesson, and builds the foundation for future success. Ladies and gentlemen, the combination of persistence and consistency is unstoppable. It transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It turns small daily actions into monumental victories. It teaches patience, builds resilience, and strengthens character. It allows you to face struggles with confidence, knowing that your consistent efforts will eventually produce results. The path may be long, and progress may be slow, but every step taken with persistence brings you closer to the life you desire. No struggle is too great to overcome. No dream is too distant to reach, and no obstacle is too big to face when you refuse to quit and continue moving forward with consistent effort. Every day is an opportunity to show up, to act, and to persist, because small steps taken consistently are what ultimately lead to the greatest victories.